my name is Nate Lopez, and this is my new 8-string emerald guitar. Really happy to be playing this. It's a fantastic instrument. It's a little unusual in a variety of different ways, and I collaborated with Alistair, the guitar maker there at Emerald Guitars, with our design on this. It's an 8-string guitar, and it has what I call sort of a hybrid guitar with 3 bass guitar strings, actually all the way down to a 105 gauge and a low E, and 5 regular guitar strings. So this is actually tuned E, A, D, A, D, G, B, E. So I have most of the guitar and most of the bass, and I'm able to do sort of a lot of counterpoint with this, and anything syncopated. This is a great guitar for that kind of music. So been having a lot of fun with that. Anything that's grooving, any kind of music like that, and a lot of music grooves for sure. So yeah, it's carbon fiber. It has a multi-scale fanned fretboard right here, which gives me a longer scale for the bass string than it does for the guitar string. This ensures not just that it plays in tune, but it keeps keeps the intonation well, and it keeps the string tension even. So I don't have a really tight high E string, and I don't have a really floppy low E string. It's just even all across, individual scale length for each string. I've also got separate saddles for the 3 bass strings and for the 5 guitar strings, separate signal chains, signal paths for each of those sets as well, and separate EQs. So I'm able to independently get the volume that I want out of that bass and or guitar, and balance that and balance the tone for whatever room I'm in at the time. So it really gives me an incredible amount of flexibility to get the sound that I hear when I'm just sitting here completely acoustically. So this instrument is actually based on a Novak's 8-string guitar, tuned in the same way, E, A, D, A, D, G, B, E. But when I was wanting an acoustic guitar, I was thinking I could probably do with a little bit smaller area here to get my hands around it a little bit better. So I changed it to it's actually only a 2-inch nut right here, which is fairly small, especially for an 8-string. And I also shortened the scale length a little bit from the regular Novak's by about an inch or so. So it's a graduating scale length here, from long to short. But yeah, I really enjoy this kind of thing. You can really play separate bass lines. I typically do with my thumb, and then I'll play the guitar, a lot of the guitar part with my other fingers and with my thumb as well, and just trying to mute. Do a lot of barring overall with this type of thing. So yeah, this is actually my first acoustic 8-string guitar, and I was really searching for someone to make me a guitar like this for a while. I'd been to the Healdsburg Guitar Festival and talked to anybody who was into this multi-scale fan fret design, anyone who's making multi-string guitars, and talking to them about these ideas of having something like this. But I was always concerned with bracing and things being out of tune and this and that. And when I saw Emerald Guitars posts on Facebook, and he had, I think, just made a 9-string fan fret guitar that was really fantastic, and I was thinking to myself, wow, if he can make this 9-string, he can surely make an 8-string that I have in my head. And we talked for a while, and we ended up working it out, and this is the result of that collaboration. It's an entirely carbon fiber instrument, with the exception, of course, of this quilted maple top on here. It's just stained with this tobacco finish. I really enjoy the way it looks. There's sort of a gold weave inside this guitar in the carbon fiber, so it matches nicely to the tobacco finish, and it's just amazing. And I've always been drawn to carbon fiber guitars for a variety of reasons. I've had a few different ones. I really love the tone. I think it's really even. I love the eco-sustainability concept of that. Not having to cut down trees is great. I really enjoy playing. Some of my favorite places to be and to play is New Orleans and Hawaii, and both of those climates are definitely somewhat extreme as far as moisture goes and heat. And I know carbon fiber guitars like this really can hold up to that and stay in tune, so I can be playing and actually stay in tune throughout the entire gig. I'll actually play 2 gigs in a day sometimes and forget to tune at the other gig because my guitar stays in tune so well. Another thing that's great about staying in tune is I use these Dunlop strings from here in California, and I really enjoy these. I use an 11 all the way up here, all the way down to a 105. And I use Dunlops on every guitar I have, and it works really, really well. nothing fancy, just a really good quality string. And then I'm using this small neck up rest as well, which is really fun. It kind of folds out, a little piece of leather here, attaches to the back, and that helps get a little bit more balance for me when I'm sitting. That way I don't use a footstool or anything like that, and that's my neck up, and it's great, and I use those also on all my guitars, which is great. I'll play another tune here. This is an original tune that I wrote specifically for this instrument when I got it, and it's called Back to Anaheim.